A time of marvels, a culture of industry, an era of technology. Then, in the blink of an eye, the greatest nations of the world were plunged into darkness. But underneath all the anarchy and chaos lies the wonders of the world before, just waiting to be discovered by our stalwart heroes, Jules McCaffery and his partner Quinn. Join them as they scour the ruins of yesterday, brave the dangers of today, all to find the key to a brighter future in the dark lands of the world before. Today's episode, A Welcome Burden.
Look, Jules, finally some civilization.
That would be Hess, the last major city in the high desert. I should let you know that this place isn't the most hospitable. It's no Barristan.
Will they want to eat me? Or cut me open? Worship me?
More like they'll want to put you on display and charge top scrap for people to look at you through glass. And maybe worship you.
So why are we going there then?
Besides my dogs barking, my friend Guillermo sells some of the best hooch in the Republic, and between now and Vegas, it's been more than a week since I've had a decent drink.
I don't hear any dogs.
Don't you worry your little ears, we'll be off in the morning.
Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit if it isn't Jules McCaffery, fresh from the dark lands. Oh, and I see you brought a little friend.
Good afternoon, Guillermo. Yeah, this is my little rescue. His name is Quinn.
Rescue is right. I didn't think there were many animals left out in the Mojave.
Then again, when was the last time you set foot outside of Hess?
Fair point. So how are things out there in the world of before?
It's the world before. And what can I say? The desert was a desert 100 years ago. Although I did notice there aren't as many fuglies roaming their wastes.
Not surprised. Lots of people coming up from the valley have said that those things are crawling all over the place from Fortuna to Rancho Reynosa.
Freaks.
What was that?
Sorry, just a little cough. You know how dusty it is out there.
Yeah. Anyway, I imagine you didn't come all the way from Vegas to chat to little old me.
And you would be right. I'd rather have a word with that barrel you have behind you.
Mama Paladin's Shame. A classic.
You really have to come up with a better name for it.
Everyone says the same until they have the first swig. Here you go.
I haven't given you my trade yet, Guillermo.
This one's on me. Don't think we've forgotten about how you saved Wilhelmia from those thieves.
Like I said, I only did half the work.
That's why I tell everyone not to look her in the eye.
Speak of the devil, how you doing, Willie?
So, Jules, where are you heading? West? South? I wouldn't go east.
What's east?
The All Souls crossed from the States into the Republic.
What?
They wiped out Needles and chased the refugees down 62 Gridlock. Needles isn't the best city, but no one deserves the All Souls.
Poor bastards. Here's to Needles.
Too dark with Needles.
Shut it, Cooper.
Those fanatics are 3 days out. The minute they turn west, they'll wipe us off the map, just like Needles, just like Embers, El Paso, Boston.
Phoenix, Denver, Montgomery, we know, Cooper. Now drink up and shut up.
Shut up. I'm the only person talking sense around here. We should be heading to Reno, take all we can carry, and head out on the 395. What's so funny, scrapper?
Let me give you a quick road map. Cooper, was it? Say you do take your drink and walk the 395 to Reno. If you somehow pack enough food and water to survive the 7-day journey through harsh, unforgiving desert terrain, you still have to deal with the Cusco County exploders with their 17 tons of military-grade explosives. Now, if you manage to crawl out of that canyon with all your limbs attached, you have the Blacklock Pass from One Pine all the way to Ron's place, a 150-mile stretch with as many fuglies as the Mojave has fire ants.
Then you have to get through the Pentagram Canyon, where the 5 satanic marauder groups have been fighting a raging war for the last 50 years. Oh, and they're cannibals too. That's why the 395 is called Long Pig Highway.
Why Long Pig?
Do you really want to know? No. Guillermo, I'm gonna go.
Leave the glass. As much as I like your Darkland stories, you don't have to scare off my patrons.
Scared him? I saved him and all the suckers he would have dragged along with him.
And there goes some more.
To be fair, I didn't mean to scare them off too.
I don't think they were scared. They looked more ticked off.
Yeah, I have that effect on people.
Yeah. Are you going to drink that while it's warm?
Right. Oh, that's good.
Jules, are you okay?
Huh? Oh, I'm fine, Quinny Minnie. I'm just full of Mama Palpatine's shame.
We should get inside. You don't look so good.
What are you talking about? I feel great. Like I could go to Blacklock Pass and kick the snot out of every fugly there. Yeah!
Well. Look who decided to grace us lonely colonists with his presence. The dirty, low-life Scraper.
Scraper? It's Scrapper, and you and your buddy should learn that.
You should learn to keep your mouth shut.
Cooper! Sorry for scaring you earlier. I did... Excuse me, sir. You appear to be holding my lapel.
Cooper said to keep your mouth shut.
Good work, Leland. He felt that one.
Jules! What the bunny talked.
Quinn.
Keep away from him, or I'll bite you.
It's a freak. It'll go great in a stew.
Hands off the bunny.
Ah, my arm!
Do I have to do everything myself?
Jules!
Get off him!
Back off, Leland, before Cooper's neck does a 180. You Darklanders are all the same. Violent, compulsive.
You morons attacked me and mine first.
You come into our town, insult us. You Darklanders think you run the world. You're no better than the all-suck.
I said let him go, Scrapper!
You think that cannon gives you power over me? When you've stared the Reaper in the face as often as I have, you don't blink at the sight of something as pathetic as a trembling colonist with a cannon.
Okay, just don't hurt him, please.
Leland, you piece of crap.
First rule my dad taught me. Don't pick a fight you can't finish.
Haha, you fool. What? Leland, there's no bullets in this.
Second rule my dad taught me. Know the difference between a loaded cannon and one that's not.
We're going to tell everyone about you. You and your little freak rabbit.
Really? And who's gonna believe you? Your man Travis should get that arm looked at. Come on, Quinn. Sorry you had to see that.
You were scary, Jules. Your voice changes everything.
I know. I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
Not a word, Quinn. Can I help you? Now's really not the time.
I couldn't help but observe your prowess. Forgive me for not intervening, but you know how we scrappers are. Survival first.
Anyone can say they're a scrapper.
But few know the scrapper's burden. The greater the find, the greater the fame, and the greater the notoriety. And you, Jules McCaffery, have plenty of both. My name is Draiman. Just Draiman. I've just arrived in town from the valley.
Then you'd best turn around. There's nothing worth scrounging out here. Now, if you'll excuse me.
There's a treasure in the valley. One that no mere scrapper has been able to find.
You're talking about the Feast of Four Cities.
Well, yes.
Look, Draiman, if you're trying to scam me, maybe try something a little less obvious. Scrappers have been combing the valley for over 70 years, and yet not one of them has found a bundle of food so massive it can feed 4 cities. So how about you, piss off?
I know where it is, McCaffery.
Did I stutter?
The Sunnyside Factory in Rancho Arenosa.
Now you're getting on my nerves, Draiman.
Manufacturing site and distribution center. Reinforced doors and windows. All entrances electrical, meaning...
Black Halloween would have sealed it.
Precisely.
If you know all this, why haven't you gone after it, fellow scrapper?
I'm no fighter like you. If I found it, managed to breach it, and was able to uncover the Feast of Four Cities, I wouldn't be able to hold on to it. The fame would be nice, but the notoriety would kill me. Like you said back there, I was taught to pick my fights, and this... I don't have this.
Rancho Arenosa, you said? Maybe worth checking out at least. But if this turns out to be a trap, when I get out of it, I'm hunting you down and you've seen what I can do to people.
Whatever happened to honor among scrappers?
I'll make sure you get a finder's fee if I find it. Now, if you'll excuse us.
Have a good night, McCaffery. And Quinn.
As Jules and Quinn make their way to the inn, uneasiness settles over the cottontail. He has learned that the world is dangerous, no matter where he is. However, fate seems to have taken a fortunate turn for them. The Feast of Four Cities, one of the greatest treasures of the world before, now lies within reach. The question is, will Jules have a hand left when reaching for it? Subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss the next exciting episode of The Dark Lands of the World Before.